Can you
All
cancel?
right. Yeah, I don't know what to see. Let me see.
I like the no debugger because that's like
Yeah,
the attention grab.
yeah, I got the noted bugger thumbnail too, and it's the guy's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
ah.
I like that emoji. That's the Macaulay Culkin emoji.
Yeah, it is.
The Home
All right,
Alone.
whatever. Fuck it. We'll let's roll with it, baby. We'll go live. We'll change it later. Let me span this link
Okay.
out. So annoying that it can't like, man. I think I need to switch
Is
to
there?
OBS.
Yeah, OBS.
Yeah, because you can set all that up beforehand with OBS, right?
I think so. If you have time to do that later, I might be able to hop in. Well, let me see. Just message me, and then I can help you test if you need somebody to like go on YouTube and see how it looks.
Okay. All right, we got a long night ahead of us too. We'll see. We'll figure it out, dude. Don't worry. Don't worry, my brother. Okay. Boom, baby, we're back. Delayed introduction. Welcome to Learn to Code Live, episode 6. Creating a Hangman app in Ruby. Where we left off last time, we got most of the data that needs to be sent from game to the CLI being sent. And all that's really left now, or the next step in front of us currently, is to make the logic for the make guest function. We already have the components set up to where the CLI grabs the data, gives us the state of the game, gives us the state of the word, the current secret word, and then it makes a call to the make guest function. And since we don't have a debugger to make sure that make guest function was being called, we just threw a print statement here to let us know that we're in the make guest function. So back to that. Let me run this again real quick, and let's just remember what it looks like. So I'm going to do Ruby CLI. Okay, cool. Guess. Welcome to Hang. Oh, by the way, this is the guest state. This is the game state currently. I don't remember exactly what that's printing out, but anyway, was it printed at the top? Yep. Okay, cool. All right, so here's a little beautiful Hangman, and please type enter to continue or exit to exit. So we're going to do enter, and we should have the play function execute. That should do some print statements, and then that should make a call to the make guest function from the game class on line 50. So let's type in enter. All right, so it says let's get started. The number of guesses left is 6. The word state is blank, blank, blank. So it's a 3-letter word. Okay, and then testing, we are now in the make guest function. All right, so that worked. So, yeah, Michael, we decided we weren't going to we're going to compartmentalize all the prints, all of the outputs to the user to be inside the CLI class, right?
Yeah, we're looking at all of the print statements as basically our user interface for the game, right? So this Hangman could be graphical, it could be text-based, it could be all sorts of stuff. Maybe we want to hook up our game to like an actual physical interface, like an arcade cabinet. But in this case, we're just starting with something simple. We're just using a text interface. And so all of those print statements are going to be part of the CLI class.
Right. So the thought is we should be able to take this game function, pull it out of this project, and put it into, like, let's say we wanted to make a web app with like a UI. Mm-hmm. We should be able to still take this game function and reuse this code later for that, right?
Yeah, and not even copying the code, but maybe if you have a web server that is running Ruby, you could actually use that game.rb class file itself on your web server as part of your application, right?
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful.
And you wouldn't have to really make any kind of modifications to it because it's written to do one specific thing, and all of the machinery, the state of your game, how it initializes and how it progresses to some end state, it's all done through these explicit function calls, like make guess. And it doesn't matter whether there's a server program in Ruby calling that function, or some local CLI program like we're writing right now that is just running on your computer in a command prompt or terminal or something like that.
Okay. Okay. So now we need to start working on the make guest function logic. So I'm trying to think of like, so the make guest function is going to need to have access to the number of guesses left, right? It's also going to need access to the secret word as well, correct?
Yeah.
And then we can compare the input from the user to whatever we need to compare it to, all inside this make guest function, and then relay a state back to the play function, whether the state be like win or lose or whatever. One thing, dude, I forgot about this. We have to we have this alphabet array, right? We can use this guy to keep track of which letters were guessed, right?
So when was that alphabet array created, and why did we create it in the first place?
I think, I like I said, I forgot we had this, but I think it was created in like either episode 1 or episode 2, like 3 weeks ago or something like that. I think the reason why it was made was to have something to index and keep track of whether or not we guessed whatever letters were guessed. But like, I'm not sure we can do that with this. Like, we might need like a map or something like that. I don't know what to use.
Yeah. So do you remember, I don't know, maybe like 2 episodes ago when we were talking about hash tables and how if we had a word, no matter how long the word was, we can keep track of which letters are still left to be guessed in the word. And that table is going to be as large as the number of unique letters in the secret word that we're guessing.
Yes.
So my guess is that ALF array that we created was put there so that our make guess function could sanitize the input parameter, which will be a letter, as a string, and make sure that somebody doesn't call the function passing like a $sign or a hashtag or some crazy Unicode character when we want to restrict them to just basically A through Z.
Yeah, that's right. And so, and actually, I remember you made the example. So if we have a word that's 3 million letters long, but the only 3 letters in it are A, B, and C. Yeah. We only have to keep track of not 3 million letters, but just 3, right? Because if A is guessed, it's going to be accommodated for it in all 3, or I guess 1 million out of the 3 million instances of ABC. So we have to create something on the fly. What we could do? We could set whatever the secret word is, the random secret word, equal to some sort of new hash map or something, and then use that as our index for which words are guessed. Does that sound like that would make sense?
Can you run that back again one more time?
So we have, so I'm trying to think of a way to keep track of which letters were guessed for the secret word, right? My thinking is that there's like 26, 27 letters in the alphabet. We don't need to keep track of all 26, 27 letters. We should only keep track of the letters that are in the secret word, right? It would be easier and like more efficient.
Exactly. So what I would do, because it's once you've picked your secret word, you can't really throw it away after generating like a hash table, because your get current state of word function needs access to the word itself in order to create that representation on the fly, right? The string with underscores. So what I would do is we pick our secret word in the first line of our game's initialize function. So what we could do is create or give our game class a hash table that is like letters guessed. And then immediately after that secret word string gets set in the initializer, we'll iterate over, we can use a for loop to iterate over every letter in our secret word. And then we'll add an entry into this letters guessed hash table or map that is going to map a letter to a flag. And basically, if that flag will default to false, because at the beginning of a game, no letters have been guessed. And then as the user makes guesses, when they guess a letter that does belong in the secret word, we'll flip that flag to true. And what that gives us is, at any given time, we can know for all of the unique letters in our secret word, what's been guessed and what still needs to be guessed. And then we can update our get current state of word function on line 46 to basically read from that map. So if letters guessed A equals true, we'll output the letter A in our string. Otherwise, we'll output the underscore character.
Okay. I'm looking at hashes right now. I'm looking at buckets and hash functions in Ruby, but all right, check this out.
And we already have one hash table set up in our game class, which is our states table.
Yeah, we do, don't we? Actually, yeah. We do. Okay. So just to refresh, implementing a simple hash function. I guess we don't need a hash function. We can just, okay. Forget about this then. Forget about it. All right. So should I declare and instantiate this new hash table inside the initialize function? It's not going to be a constant, right? So there's no point in doing it making it a static global like constant variable, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's not gonna be a constant or a static class variable, because maybe we have a web service where we're running like 1 million simultaneous games at the same time.
Yeah.
With 1 million different users.
Yeah.
So every game instance needs its own letters guessed instance. So you're right. So basically we would initialize this in the same way we're initializing at secret word length, etc. We do all of that in our class's initialize method.
Okay. So what are we gonna call this guy? You said the name, didn't you? What did you say the name was? Yeah.
I mean, I think something like letters guessed.
I'm cool with that.
Is kind of explains the semantics of how we're going to use this hash table.
Okay.
Right? Because if you imagine how you're going to actually use values in that hash table in your source code somewhere else, if you see the string at letters guessed s equals false, that should be clear enough, right? Of what that means semantically. And if you could think of a better name, you just put that one there.
Okay. I think letters guessed is cool. So I'm gonna set it to be, can I set it to be for loop secret word? Okay, let's try that. Let me put some space in here. I can't see. I got my eyesight back, Michael.
Good.
Out of nowhere. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna live, dude.
That means you gotta code twice as fast now. You know that, right?
Shit. Oh, God. Already.
I know.
Gotcha, bitch.
We're done, dude. We're done. All right. I already got to do for loop in Ruby. So let's see. For loop Ruby. Let's pull this up. Let's look at this guy. For loops tutorial. La 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 la. This is while. Where's FOR? For your for statement. Okay. For I in blah. So we're gonna say for I in length of whatever the secret word is, or 0 to the length of the secret word. We're gonna increase. Actually, can I make a blank map first and then do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Instantiate blank map Ruby.
Well, look at the way that you've instantiated your words, or sorry, your states.
Yeah.
So imagine you took all of the entries out of that. What would it look like?
Just look like blah.
Yeah.
Now, is that oh, that's right, because an array is not curly braces. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, so we got this. So he's good, and now I'm gonna say, look at that syntax again. Would it be like, let's see, for? Okay, that's right. No copy paste. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it for I in 0.5. Keep that there for placeholder in. Okay, so for I in, we're gonna do 0. And it's gonna be at secret word dot length, right? We want to go from the beginning. Arrays start at 0, right? Secret word array.
In Ruby, yeah. And also in our YouTube episodes.
Yes, they do. What data type is this?
What data type is what?
It's just a string, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, because you're indexing into your words array, and words stores string entries. Okay,
then starting at 0 is the proper thing to do. Okay, and then we're gonna do
yeah, and just real quick too. So on line 26, you generate letters guessed after that.
Secret word.
Yeah, because you're using that value in your for loop, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Wait, yeah, actually, I was just using secret words length. Well, I can just use secret words length inside that for loop. That would be be the smarter thing to do. So let's do that. Let me make some space here for the guy. All right, letters guessed. We're gonna do secret word length, actually. Secret. Come on, IntelliSense, secret words length. Okay. Letters guessed dot, what is it going to be? Dot pop dot add dot insert.
So yeah, usually in most languages, it's as simple as indexing into the key and then using the assignment operator and putting the value on the right-hand side.
Okay. So then letters guessed. Am I going to treat this like an array? Letters guessed.
Yeah, I think so.
I
think so. Kind of depends on how Ruby works. That's just my guess.
Equals secret word I. I'm gonna need 2 for loops for this, aren't I? I'm gonna need a nested for loop.
Why is that?
How is it gonna know which letter in secret word it's at?
Well, so your at secret word variable is a string.
Yeah.
So if you need to know the letter at the equivalent index, you just index at secret word index I.
Index. Okay.
Yeah, that gives you the letter back. So your at letters guessed map, its keys aren't going to be integers or numbers, right? I mean, that's not the most straightforward way to do it, because what we're really trying to map is a letter to a value that indicates whether or not it's been guessed, right? So our at letters guessed map should look something like A true, B false, C false, D true, right?
Right.
So what you can do first, if you want, in the first line of your for loop, is to just assign the letter at that index in your secret word to just a temporary variable, just so we have that.
Let's just say temp.
Yeah, so what you're trying to do is we have this general assignment format where like map key equals value, right? We know that value is going to be false for all of these initial entries, right? Mm-hmm. That's just a given. The key is going to be the letter at the position in secret word pointed to by I, our index.
Yeah.
So what you could do here is you could have at letters guessed. Inside the brackets is where you put your expression for the key you want to use. And that expression is actually also going to involve indexing, because that letter we're going to get by having at secret word indexed I.
Like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
is this going to assign, is this though, this index right here, this index of secret word, is this going to automatically assign it to the key or the value? Because we already know we want the values to be false, right?
Correct. So the the key value assignment syntax that we're following here for a map is you have name of the data structure or name of your map.
Mm-hmm.
And then in these array brackets, we put the key, and that key could be a literal value like 1 or, you know, the string ABC, or it could be a variable or some expression that evaluates to a literal value. And that's exactly what we're doing here, because at secret word I evaluates to a letter. Then you have your assignment operator, the equals. And then on the far right side of that, you have the value you want to store for that key entry in your map. And so basically you want to get rid of temp. So where temp is right now is where we want our value to be. And the value is for all of these is going to be false.
Okay. Am I going to need to do the equal, or do I might have to do it like we with the equal caret like we did in this when we hard coded this?
I don't know. Yeah, it depends on what the assignment operator for Ruby maps looks like. So you might have to look that up.
Okay. First let's well shit. We ain't got a debugger down here, boys. So let's let me just make a pseudo like little getter. I'll just say def get letters guessed. And then I'm gonna print puts. Do puts. Let's see. Well, I can actually just do. I guess. Can you print out the whole map? That letters guessed. Okay, and then good grief. All right, let me do. After this, let's do puts. Well, let me just make a call in here to game. Was it at game dot get num of guesses. We'll see if this syntax right here works. If not, we'll change it to equals. Sound good? Or am I frozen? What is going on here? I lost both you guys, I think. All right, I'm all alone. I'm all alone now.
Gotcha, bitch.
Going in deep. Let's do it. All right. Okay, let me recompile that. Ruby.cli. All right, so I did get an error. And yep, looks like incorrect syntax error. So now we know that we have to change this to be this. All right, let's see. Hopefully this works. Ruby CLI. All right, looks like that didn't break anything yet. So I know you're still there, Fido. Fido, you said if guessed value matches key, set value to keep true. LOL, where did Mike go? Mike has been banished to the shadow realm, dude. His internet might have just given up on him. Well, we're gonna set them up to not be true first. They're all gonna be set to false first, and then we're gonna flip the flag to true if it was true that letter was guessed. We could do it the other way. I just think that saying that it's true that it was guessed makes more sense to me than saying that it was false that it was guessed. But you know, I could be wrong. I am just a young fellow. That is all. Okay. Let me see. And Mike says, "Did my Wi-Fi just die?" I think so. Oh man. All right. Okay. Let me make sure that we can get that print function executed into enter. Where is that? Wait, did I make a call to the game.getNum guesses? Well, actually, getNum, it should return that. Mike says, 1 sec, Fido. Let's try this. Enter. We are now in the make guess function. Let's just say the word is testing. Okay, so man, I really hate, really hate not having a debugger in here. It's just like playing on hard mode, but it's all good. We're all amazing, beautiful, smart, talented engineers over here, so we're gonna figure it out anyway. We don't need debuggers, dude. Debuggers are for chumps, dude. We don't need that shit. We are classy men who don't need debuggers. I know. I do agree too. I do agree too. Let me see where we went wrong here. Let's see. All right, so testing. We are now to make guest function. Where is the call to? Okay, the state of the word is the state of the word is, and then we skipped. I guess it skipped that game by getting them a guess. Make guest function. Maybe it's because you know what? It could be because it's not even being. Well, it's actually happening in the initial. Let me just comment this out. Keep that in there. All right, and we're gonna do the same thing I did here. I'm just gonna do puts. This initialize should grab all the information from this initialize because of this game instance up here. So we say at game dot I am gonna use this function. Okay, that's fucking annoying. All right, oops. Bust again, dude. It's letter guest. All right. And I can just get rid of this guy right here. What's that, Fido? 1 second, let me check what you said. Your for loop is just setting everything to false. Yeah. Yeah, it is just, wait a second. Yeah, no, yeah, it is setting everything to false. Yeah, because look, here's what's going on. We created this letters guest map up here, right? And the syntax for map, there's key and value, right? So the key is going to go inside like our indexer right here in the brackets, and then the value is going to be what it's set equal to, right? So I'm expecting the key to be set to whatever index word secret word is at the index, and then the value is going to be set to false. I hope that makes sense. If not, then I don't know what to tell you. Very cool. Yes, it is very cool.
Holy shit.
Okay, so maybe this will work now. Let's see. I accidentally opened up like 20 instances in the Finder. All right, let's see. Ruby. Enter. Oh, look. Yep. All right, cool. You see this Fido? I don't know if you're looking. So we got key, value, key, value, key, value, key, value, nil. So we're gonna have to, I guess maps don't start at 0. So we're gonna have to not index it from, okay, that's interesting. No, I just want to copy this. Just leave me be. He's back. He's back.
Headshot. Holy shit.
Back. All right, Mike. So we figured out you weren't going for too long, but so the
I feel like a new person.
did you reset your router? What'd you do?
I did the router, the modem. It was a spiritual journey.
I love when that happens, dude. Okay.
I feel
so
enlightened.
this syntax right here with the equal caret, like we did when we hard coded it in a map in line 15, did not work. It threw error. This does work. Okay. I tested it by making a call to the get letters guest inside of the CLI initialized, right? And here's what we get. So it works, except there's one minor flaw in it, and it's that so I guess this
Yep.
PURLE.
Yep.
Wait. What word is this?
So look at your for loop.
Yeah. I think I guess maps don't start at 0. They start at 1.
Well, so if that loop runs, regardless of what you're doing in the body of the loop, how many times will that loop run based on the conditions you've set?
At whatever. So if the secret word length is set to 5, it'll run 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 times. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's why, right? So we have to do -1 then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is secret word length? Is it
because these ranges in Ruby must be inclusive?
Right. Boom, baby. Okay, let's try that. All right. Yes, LIQU. Something's wrong with this word. Let's see. LIQUD.
Did you spell it wrong?
I don't think so. Wait, I think we can type in here.
Sure. So think about this. Let's say, is the word liquid? Is that the secret word?
Yeah, it is. So something else is wrong with this.
No. So liquid has 2 I's in it, right?
Oh, fuck. How are we going to accommodate for that stuff?
You don't have to.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We don't have to.
Right.
Right, because if an I is guessed at 2 spots.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's just like our example from the earlier episode with like ABC, 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 ABC.
Yeah.
We're only going to have 3 entries in that map, right?
Awesome. Fuck yeah. We're already cursing, by the way, since you were gone. So,
see what happens when I leave? Bunch of barbarians in here.
Anyway,
the baby shit you both.
What if we did have to accommodate for every single one? How in the hell would we do that?
If you had to?
Yeah, we couldn't do it with a for loop, right?
Yeah, so what you could do in that case is you could replace your letter keys with index keys, but at that point you might as well just use an array because that's basically what an array is.
Yeah. You right, homie. God, I feel like I should leave some comments in here because looking at this right now is like hurting me. But I mean, this should be self-explanatory, right? Right here. I mean, oh, dude, if I don't comment this, I'm gonna stay up till 4 a.m. in my vomit and excrement. Just kidding. I would never do that.
If you leave the project for 6 months and come back, is there anything you're not going to remember?
No, I think we should still. I mean, well, yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. I mean, if I ran through line with my eyes, I would understand what's going on. But maybe I don't want to do that. This will be okay. It will indeed be okay. Fido says yes. For loops in Ruby. 4 loops in Ruby look like garbage. They don't look that bad.
I think the syntax is triggering him.
Yeah, dude. A lot of the syntax in here is triggering me too, dude. I don't like how I don't like how this isn't enclosed inside this.
Yeah.
And then this isn't here, right?
Yeah. This is not a trigger-free zone. Just so people know, if they're watching us live, we are not your safe space. It's not us. It's Ruby.
It's not us. It's Ruby and it's YouTube too.
Ruby does not respect your personal boundaries.
Will this work if I do this? Maybe if I add a semicolon too, will that work? Can you do that? Isn't it like Python? Let's see.
Let's use another language at that point.
Yeah, let's just fucking, it doesn't work. It's like, what is this? What is this semicolon? Well, what does this say? Syntax error, unexpected. Looks like a new line character. I don't know where that's at. Game 23. And then say unexpected semicolon expecting. Yeah, it doesn't like that, dude.
Bro, you just that's like throwing a little pebble in the engine. Like the whole system came crashing down.
I don't get. How does the compiler work then? How does the compiler know when it's the end of the line and another branch needs to be executed? I think this would work. I think you can still do the parens right there in the condition. Let's see. No. Okay.
Well, this is Ruby, so there is no compiler.
There is no compiler in the Ruby?
We just have a syntax checker that the Ruby interpreter uses.
Oh, okay. Is this real life? Am I?
Well, I went through a spiritual journey, so maybe we just reincarnated everyone here.
Speaking of spiritual journeys, I had one this weekend.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It was amazing.
I'm glad that you came back in one piece and nobody had to go down to New Orleans and
Me
drag
too.
you out of some, I don't know, hostel.
Dude, I laughed, I cried, I made
Mhm.
love, I did all kinds of things. It was
Yeah,
it was a nice 6 hours. It was very
I'm
nice.
happy for you.
And by spiritual journey, I mean you know,
Mm-hmm.
sat in the shower and cleaned myself
Cried.
very good. That's what I mean by spiritual journey. Just to clarify for anyone out there.
Gotcha, bitch.
But okay, so now let's do. You think we're gonna need this? Well, we can just keep this getter in here for debugging purposes until we no longer need it. Since us classy, intelligent, beautiful, strong, independent, hot devs, we don't need debuggers. We just use print statements, just like a regular standard dev.
Bruh, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Dude, exactly. I like the I love it. I love it. Okay, so now we have our thing to compare. We have our thing to take place of we have our data structure that we needed to accommodate for the letters of the guessed word, and they're all set to false. And if they are guessed, it's true. The user did guess that this word contains a C. So then we would switch that flag to true.
Mm-hmm.
So what is like the pseudocode or let's see. You think so? We're comparing two things, right? We're going to compare the input from the user to the letters guessed map. If the user's input is equal to one of the letters in the letters guessed map, then we're going to take that one and set the value for whatever the key coordinating to the letter that was guessed from the input from the user to be true.
And the key coordinating to that letter is that letter.
Yeah. So, but that's correct, right? That made sense to you, right?
Yeah. And so since you mentioned comments a second ago, if this function has a few different things that it has to do, including performing validation on the guess, you could just type out a couple of comments one after the other and then fill in the code between them. So step 1, validate arguments. Step 2, check whether or not this letter has already been guessed, right? Step 3,
we already had to do that too.
Yeah, perform the game logic that you just described. Because we're going to have to decide as a policy, how is our game going to treat somebody who calls make guess and passes the same letter over and over? Are we going to penalize the user for doing that? Because like the CLI let them for whatever reason? Maybe it was just a bad CLI?
We need to penalize them. We need a function that if they guess the same one again and they don't want to listen to our please enter a letter that you haven't already guessed, then I want like basically a fist to come out of the terminal and like punch him, uppercut him in the face, and I want this sound to play.
Gotcha, bitch.
I think there's a Ruby package for that.
Gotcha, bitch package.
Do like a sudo gem install fist.
Yeah, let's see. We'll try that. We'll try that out offline because we would never do that in real life. That's violence.
Nah.
Okay, so all right. So actually, Matt W's in the house. What's up, Matt W? Hello, at Matt W. Okay, so wait, actually, something you said, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to step backwards for a second. So when they get the guess, we compare it. If they guess it, are we gonna okay, yeah, here's what it was. If the letter has no C in it and the user guesses C and they guess C twice, do we still need to keep track of it if it wasn't already, if they guessed a letter twice that wasn't in there?
Yeah, so it depends on what you want our game to offer, right? So your game could be kind of dumb and bare bones, or your game could offer like some analytics. So like at the end of a game, or just whenever a caller calls some like get stats function, it could return things like number of guesses made, percentage of guesses that were correct, difficulty of words, stuff like that.
Okay.
If all we care about right now is making a working Hangman game, then I don't think we need to record how many times an incorrect letter was guessed or how many times a correct letter was guessed, for that matter.
Okay.
All we really care about is, given this letter that somebody passed us in the function, what do we need to do?
Okay. Okay. Also, one more question, and to do with validate the arguments. Are we going to accept arguments from the terminal inside of the make guess function, or are we going to have to do that in play, or should we do that in play?
Yeah. So the design goal for game is to interface with anybody using it through function calls, and our CLI is going to interface with humans through standard input, standard output, gets, chomp, that sort of deal.
Yes.
So when somebody like CLI uses our make guess function, like you have in line 51 on the left, we actually need to be passing it a string argument when that method gets called.
Yeah. Is that method going to have to get recalled every time they have to make a guess?
Yeah, because your interface, your CLI layer or whatever might want to do some stuff between guesses. So for example, like this is a text-based game that we're writing right now. So our CLI might want to output some information, like a sentence like, yes, letter, A is in the word, or sorry, A's not in the word, you just lost a limb, or something like that, right? And that output is going to be dependent on the kind of interface that we're implementing. Is it a text interface? Is it graphical? If this were a web app, maybe we need to update, the web page or the screen to draw another limb, right? And those actions are going to take place between guesses, but they're not going to be the responsibility of our game class.
Okay. All right. So then, did you see what I just typed there? We're going to have to do that then. I said, need a while loop to wrap the make guess call, where the while loop breaks when the game state changes from guess to win or die.
Yeah. I don't think you even need to add a loop. I think your if statement can just change to a while, because we're going to be calling make guess as long as we haven't hit death or win, right?
Yes. I forgot. Didn't we do a while loop already in Ruby somewhere? We did, but we switched it to a case state, right? Okay.
Could be.
So it's basically while condition do end. So what we would do is we would do while state equals yes end, and then we're gonna take this jargon right here and drop that guy, drop it low, drop it low. All right, now we can wait, actually look at this comment we put in the to-do.
Yeah, there you go.
All
See,
right.
we knew what we were doing.
Yeah, we knew. We come on.
We
always know, dude. We know. We just know. All right. Okay, so
that's the hot dev way.
It is, dude. What is this end? Where is this second end? Hold on. What's going on here?
That was from your if.
You're right. That was from if. Okay. So goodbye. Goodbye, friend. All right, let me put a space out right there. Get a little space. I'm a space guy. I like space.
Yeah.
I like spaces. It makes me feel nice and comfortable when I'm developing. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So before we do anything else, let's run this. Make sure this while loop's not gonna get scraggly on us. Let's see. All right, cool. Unexpected end. End of input CLI 71. Damn it, dude. Was that end from somewhere else? What is this? 71 unexpected end. All right, so this end is for class.
Mm-hmm.
This end is Hold on. I'm just gonna have to just
Sure.
bear with me real quick.
One thing worth mentioning is if you look at your while condition, that should be STATE.
Yes. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let me recopy that. All right. There's only one way to do this, boys. Let's Control Z our way back. The place we were coming from.
Rewinding time.
Yes.
Because
Okay.
we have that kind of power here.
We do. We can rewind time. Okay, this end is definitely the end for the. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do
Josh,
is I'm just gonna.
Can you bring back bell bottoms while you're at it?
Dude. Okay, so back in like 2015 to like 2017, bell bottoms were like a thing again for girls around here.
Yeah, dude, I think I remember that. I think you're right.
I think it still kind of is, but it's kind of. I think now it's the mom jean. That's what's cool now.
Mom jeans. Is that a thing? I know dad jeans.
Yeah, hold on, let's see. Mom jeans.
What is a mom jean? Oh, is this like the high waisted?
Yeah, and they're like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like this, just like that.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. Okay.
Look, they look good on. Look, they look good if
fan.
you like. Yeah, it looks good. I like that.
If you're in shape, bruh, I'm a fan.
Yeah. If you're in shape, that looks good for sure. It's good, great, beautiful. I'm gonna go grab a pair for myself. Okay, so instead of copy and paste, let me just start over. So while condition do. And dude, can't you just like? I have to type this whole. I can't like. Oh God. Okay. While.
What are you trying? Okay. Look. Can't you just change the if to while?
Yeah.
Won't you be golden?
Yeah. Won't you be my hero, baby? Wow.
Won't you be my girl?
What did IntelliSense? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Don't do that. Just while. Okay. While loop VS Code. Is this Ruby snippets? Dude, get out of here. You're done. You're done, Ruby snippets. Where is that thing, dude?
There's a whole Wikipedia article for mom jeans.
Is there really?
Yeah.
You're kidding me, right?
And there's also a band called Mom Jeans.
Okay. All right. Well, we just we were behind times, dude. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
We literally went back behind times to get the mom jean thing going. Because those are like, that was a thing too in the 90s, wasn't it?
What was
jeans?
Mom jeans?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's I mean, just denim overall was a big thing in the 90s, right?
Yeah, it
denim
was.
Jackets.
It was. Okay. My computer's gonna shut down like 15 seconds. Shall I let it go? Just kidding. Control C that bitch. Okay, testing. We are now in the make guess. Yeah, so basically what it's doing is recalling make guess every time. Fuck. Forgot. Didn't even think, dude. Didn't even think. Did you see that?
So interestingly enough, dad jeans doesn't get its own article. It's actually a subsection of the mom jeans article.
Okay. Well, I mean, we already know. We're very very blue pill people here. So we know that just, that's fun. That's cool. Wait, dad jeans are now a thing. Wait, so the mom jeans is actually a dad jean on a girl.
Are you saying that we should actually be wearing mom jeans?
I don't even know who I am anymore, dude.
No.
What's going on?
I don't think I belong in this world.
Is up there and is down up there? I'm not even sure. This is just, I don't.
Holy shit.
Wait, so the dad jeans is for girls?
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, it looks like it. Because look, zoomies.com, hype. Okay, hold on. That's a guy.
So
Top Shop, Rip Dad Jeans. Yeah, these are dad jeans, actually. These are dad jeans.
I don't see the difference is mom jeans are still kind of tapered, and I think the ass is like tighter on the mom jeans.
Okay.
The dad jeans, it's just straight cut.
Okay. All right, well played. Very well then.
Things change so fast, man.
I just got 2 new pairs of skinny jeans. I got some bleach washed, and then I got a pair of all black.
Nice, nice.
I need to go get them hemmed before Hot Dude House, most certainly. Okay, so we have like 6 minutes left because then all 3 of us are going to be in here, are going to be in webinars for the rest of the night. So let's end this in like 6 minutes, but let's see if we can fix this before the 6 minutes is up.
Can you start like some countdown music, like some Mission Impossible shit?
Let's do that. Beautiful, perfect.
I just want to put a little pressure on the team.
All right, cool. Let's do. Matt W says mom jeans. Jeans. Matt. Mom jeans. All right.
Somebody please come on the YouTube chat and explain this to us. Because we have to look at Google.
Let's see what's going on here. Get out of here. I have so many instances of Chrome open right now.
You need to play the 30-second countdown music from Counter-Strike.
Is that one thing?
Or is it 3 minutes? It's longer than that.
I have no idea. Can you hear this one?
Yeah.
Like crap, dude. Okay. So I forgot. The while loop, the guess state's not going to change until the user dies or wins.
Gosh, can you talk a little faster? We're losing time, bro.
If we make a call to the game to make guess function from game over and over and over again, the while loop.
Yeah.
It's just going to continue to call it, which is going to crash your computer.
Yeah. What are you trying to solve?
Look, here, I ran it because I wanted to make sure that while loop didn't go squirrely on us. So let's see.
Well, of course it's going to, because while state, if your make guess function doesn't ever move you, well, first off, here's the thing. Because that state, you expect that state value to change over time. You can't cache it in a variable called state on line 41 and keep checking the same variable. It's never going to update. So you need to say while game.getGameState equals guess, so that we're actually calling in the game repeatedly.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's do while state. While
getGameState equals guess.
So
you can just copy from line 41
it's game state equals guess. All right, let's try this. Just uncomment this test function. No, wait, comment this one out again. All right, enter. It's fuck.
Well, of course it's gonna loop, right?
Yeah, that's what we want to do.
Your make guess function doesn't change the game state. All it does is return a string.
Yeah. So I guess let's see.
So
step
one
here
for this should really be having your CLI read in a letter guess from the user from the command line, storing that in a variable, and then passing that variable as an argument to your make guess function call.
Hold on, can you repeat?
Yeah, so line 51 in CLI.rb.
Yeah.
You're calling make guess, but you're not passing it an argument. So prior to calling that, we need to use like the gets Ruby method to ask the user to say, please enter a guess. They'll enter in a string, which is hopefully going to be a letter. We'll store that guess in a variable, and then we'll pass the variable as an argument to our game.makeGuess.
Right. So we have to do all that before this is going to work correctly, right?
Yeah. Well, It depends on how much you want to accomplish with this method in the next like 3 minutes.
Nah, we'll get to it. It's all good.
Because we can go back in time, but we also have the power of slowing time down. A lot of people don't know that.
Speaking of time. Speaking of time, let me see. 1 second. All right. Time. Loop. All right. Where is this from?
Yo, this
I
got
want you
like
to
sad
guess.
really quick.
Yeah, let's get rid of that shit. All right, where is this from? It's got to do with time.
Ocarina?
Yeah, hold on. What's that one?
Boom,
It's like,
baby.
what's the one that's like dun 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 dun?
Fido likes that. I do too, Fido.
Is it this one? Is this? Let's see. Hold on. No. Let me see. Relaxing Zelda music loop. 1 hour. Beautiful Zelda music. Not this one, but this one's like. Dun, 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 dun. It sounds very flickery.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
I can whistle it. It's like.
It's like a slow one.
Yeah, but then it like speeds up. It's like la 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 la. It's like little Navi fairies flying around everywhere. All right.
Okay. Is that the one with the harp in it? I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Fuck. What is it? What is it?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Fairy Fountain?
Is it Fairy Fountain? Piano.
Yeah.
Let me see. Is it
Okay.
this? I don't know.
Oh, it's totally this one.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh, is it that? I could be way wrong.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, dude, this is it. Oh my god.
Yeah, okay.
This makes me want to like sit in a bathtub
With some candles?
with some candles and a nice fat glass of wine.
Yeah, for sure.
Pass out comatose after.
Sweat it out, baby.
We're at the time limit. Before I do that, let me make sure I make this comment here. Pass arguments to make guess, not mage, make guess call below. Currently, there is a never-ending story while loop. Duly noted, and then we have our instructions inside of the make guess function as well.
Yep.
So I think we're good. That was a nice little solid power hour.
Solid powwow.
All right. Well, I'm gonna break, and I'll see you guys in what is
How
it?
much?
30 minutes?
Is it 30? Is it 8?
5:30 where I'm at right now. Yeah.
Yeah, so 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fido says solid show.
Yes, Fido.
Fido, you were part
See
of
y'all
the show.
soon.
See y'all.
Bye.